Real quick before we start the video, two things. First of all, of course, like this video. Smash that like button! As you guys know, this is a Lowkey brand unboxing. There are not brands like Supreme or Palace in this unboxing, which means it probably will not get nearly as many views. So for that reason, I gotta come on before the video starts and beg for your likes. No, but in all seriousness, there are some brands that aren't super low-key, like Stray Rats, for example. That's a brand it's got some hype behind it, but these aren't brands that YouTubers normally show off because they don't normally get the clicks. And I like showing these brands off more than I even like showing off Supreme. So if you guys like that kind of stuff and you guys want to continue to see it, then hit that like button down below, because honestly, the only reason I'm making this video is because you guys supported the last Lowkey brand unboxing so freaking much. And then of course, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Join the gang. Anyways, thank you guys so much. Let's get to the video. I think the hardest part about being a YouTuber is taking that stupid thumbnail in the beginning. What is up, YouTube? Welcome to the video. Today we are going to go over some of the low-key brand items, or some low-key brands that I have been purchasing from. Now, some of these brands have a little bit of hype, but they're not like Supreme or Palace or FTP. Even though I don't really want to include FTP with like Supreme and Palace, because those are just not the same type of companies at all, but that's a story for another time. Yeah, I just want to go over some of these brands. Like I said, some of these brands have hype, some of these brands actually sell out. Most of this stuff you can't buy right now. But what I will tell you guys where you can buy some goods is Essence. Don't freaking respond or text me right now. A place you can go to buy some goods right now is Essence, if the sale is still going on. It actually might be over by now. It's going to end soon, so if you have your eyeballs on anything, your retinas focused on any of those goods online, make sure you act soon, because the sale will end. It does not go forever, sadly, and Essence only really has 2 sales a year, so take advantage of it while you can. They got a ton of stuff yesterday. At the time of recording this, they have the off-white industrial belts for almost $100 off. You know, those really hyped ones that you be seeing people like taking pictures with, and it's like hanging down. They got like a logo off-white belt. They got a ton of other off-white stuff. They have the black Bernini tee, which they did not have before, the red Mona Lisa tee, the red Bernini tee. They have a ton of other items that aren't quite as hype from brands such as Heron Preston. They have some pretty good deals. Most of the stuff sold out because, as you guys know, Heron Preston is kind of like a growing, emerging brand, and Heron Preston is like off-white without the tacky shit. I think most of those Y3 hoodies already sold out. They had a bunch of Y3 logo hoodies for $100. If I can find any of those, I'll link those down below, but I'll link any Y3 that I see. They had an Alexander Wang bomber jacket for over 50% off. It's like $345, which is insane because that's like almost the price of a streetwear bomber jacket, but they only have one of them and it's a size XL, which is why I sadly can't purchase it. They have off-white denim jackets for $500, which is pretty crazy because if you guys know off-white hoodies are almost $500. Oh man, some of the items I wanted sold out. They still have these Burberry trousers. Oh, those things are beautiful. These like tartan Burberry trousers with this beautiful. These Fendi slides were sick. Some of the 424 stuff is super dope, like their color block hoodies and denim. Just trust me, check out the links below. They have some really good sales. And speaking of sales, we're gonna get into the first package of the day, which is from the homies over at Provocative. Anyways, I do not know where the black blade is located, so we are going to have to use the gold blade. Cracking right into it. I cannot believe I'm still using this knife because this knife has been broken for over a year now. I should probably buy a replacement. I'm actually really gassed to open this package, and the reason for that is because they have a bunch of cool brands, and some of these brands will sell out at times, and it kind of sucks because then I can't get the items that I wanted. We got this beautiful Hype Beast magazine right here. I was actually talking to him. He was actually talking about giving some of these away to you guys, the viewers. This thing is super sick. If you guys would like a giveaway for some Hype Beast magazines, of course, let me know by smashing that like button down below. And speaking of smashing that like button, as I've said before, if you guys want more low-key brand unboxings, smash the like button, because if these videos don't get enough love, then I won't keep doing them. Anyways, like I was saying, Privy does have a sale right now. I believe it's 20% off. I think you use the code 20BACK, so 20BACK, and you get 20% off. They have a ton of different brands that you guys know I like for example, Born and Raised, Pleasures. They have 10D. They have just a bunch of dope streetwear brands, so definitely check them out. One of the items that I took an L on online, but I was able to cop from Privy, is this beautiful Born and Raised Lamb of God bomber jacket. Sadly, I do not know if it'll fit. I hope to God it does. Hope to the Lamb of God. Man, look at this interior. Look at this pimpin' pink interior right here. Oh my God, looking like a straight playa. If it's a little bit big, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I mean, This shit's still hard as fuck. Damn. Oh, this is filthy. Yo, I'm so glad that I got this because I wanted this piece so bad. As you can see, you have this Lamb of God graphic actually sewn into the back. Here is the Lamb of God t-shirt right here. You have the beautiful Immaculate Heart Lamb of God t-shirt right here. It says Born and Raised Immaculate Heart, and you got the little lamb. And then on the back, you have a much bigger graphic. Once again, you have the lamb. You have, honestly, this looks so much better in person than it does online, but you have this graphic right here, Immaculate Heart, Born and Raised. Definitely keeping that tee, super dope. I also like that the graphic is centered. Next up, we have this right here. Once again, Immaculate Heart, you have more graphics going all the way down the front, all centered, and this is all on the front of the tee. You have nothing on the back, which is totally cool with me because I don't really care about back graphics, even though I guess the t-shirt that I'm wearing is predominantly a back graphic, but it's brain dead Carhartt. Come on, this shit was fire. Anyways, as you can see, it says, we know we are being watched, Immaculate Heart, Born and Raised. This is another item that I do not think is on the site anymore. I'm telling you guys, check out Privy because honestly, a lot of the times when Born and Raised sells out, it like bums me out. Especially now, because you guys know I've been putting on for Born and Raised for a while now. Like, I love Born and Raised. I've been saying it's one of my favorite brands. So it bums me out like when it gets more and more hyped and then it's like harder for me to cop. But at the end of the day, thankfully I'm able to acquire goods from my homies over at Privy. Anyways, if you look right here, oh man, this thing is sick. Honestly, I'm normally not the type for polos, but this was an item that was sold out online. Once again, sold out on their site. It has the Born and Raised little angel or cherub right there, embroidered BXR, and then on the back you have a huge embroidered graphic, Born and Raised, Pure of Heart, and then you have the cherub once again embroidered. Arguably the sickest polo ever created. Next up we have, this is I believe the cherub tee as well. You have, oh yeah, see, we are Pure of Heart on the back. You have the little cherub, once again, these angels, and then on the front it just says Pure of Heart, Born and Raised on the left chesticle. Now, they do sell a lot of other things besides just Born and Raised. We were talking about different streetwear brands, and one of the brands that we started talking about was Pleasures. And he was like, yo, you gotta see the new Pleasure shit. It's super sick. So he's actually posting new Pleasure stuff tonight. So by the time that you guys see this, because I'm recording this a day early, you guys can go check that out as well. I will leave a link to the website down in the description below where you can cop Born and Raised, Pleasures, all that stuff. And you can use code 20BACK, 2020 BACK for 20% off. This right here, I'm actually not going to open up all the goods in here, but I do want to show off one of the t-shirts because it's a brand that I like, and honestly, I'm tired of not showing this t-shirt off because I haven't been able to wear it, and it's been kind of bumming me out, if I'm being honest. So, we have this ROKIT tee right here. For those of you that do not know, ROKIT is kind of like a brand that's blending basketball style and skateboard. I don't know, I think that whole concept is kind of dumb, to be honest, but I will say ROKIT does it very well, and a lot of their designs are super dope. I believe that's probably why they always use the orange circle as maybe like the little ode to basketball. And on top of that, as you guys know, one of the legends himself, Bam Margera, is actually one of the people behind ROKIT. But I think overall, a lot of their designs are super dope. I think they're predominantly known for skateboarding or like from the skateboarding community. ROKIT stands for Real Ones Know It's True. And I think this is just a super sick graphic. I like this faded gray. I also like the position of the logo. It's kind of in the like the left chest area, but it's kind of off-centered and it's a little bit enlarged, which I just think makes it a little bit unique. It's kind of sick. It just has like a vintage tee look. I've really been wanting to open that package for quite some time, and like oftentimes when I do these unboxings, it's so hard to not open packages. Like this one that I actually did open because I could not contain myself. This is a tee I've wanted for quite some time. I finally found a good deal on it. This is from Stray Rats. Some of you guys may have heard of Stray Rats. If you guys have not, check it out. They do a lot of dope shit. For me, Stray Rats is one of those brands that they either kill it or their shit's complete trash. Like there's no in between. Usually they kill it though, and this is one of those examples. I love this t-shirt. I love this graphic. It reminds me of like some old kind of like vintage band tee that my mom would wear. It just says Stray Rats in that really cool, unique font. And it smells like the thrift store, which I love that smell. Anyways, next up we have, what is this? Ooh, shout out to my people at Apartment 4B. I believe this t-shirt sold out, but this t-shirt is so sick. And once again, I do not know how I stopped myself from opening this early. So when I went in the store, when I was actually in LA, they only had a white one. If you guys know me, I don't really like wearing white, but I really wanted this tee. And Ari actually bought one right in store because he was just like, yo, that's super dope. They said they're getting the black ones in soon and they're getting them in on Monday. Now I was leaving Monday, so sadly I had to order this online, but regardless, super dope. It says cut from a different cloth, Apartment 4B. One thing I will say, if you are ever in LA, make sure you check out Apartment 4B. It's like a block away from Supreme. It's one of the coolest streetwear stores I have like seen. Like it's kind of like an art installation. You go in and it literally feels like you're walking into like a New York drug dealer's apartment, which is kind of the idea or theme behind that storefront. We have yet another Stray Rats package, so we might as well open this. I already know what this is. As you guys know, a lot of people have been doing blankets. Come on, I feel like such a bitch when I can't open it on the first try. Anyways, I actually brought this up to you guys and it was sold out. Thankfully, whenever I bring something up to you guys, if something restocks, you guys are usually the first to let me know. So we have this huge blanket. The photo on this blanket is actually historically accurate and factual, just so you guys know. But it is a photo that was captured of Jesus Christ, the man himself, Jesus, petting a pet rat. And like I said, this is actually historically accurate. This is biblical. This actually happened. Shout out to Jesus, loving the rats. Oh, and then I got a little sticker. It says, "Feed me a stray rat," and hopefully my camera decided to focus. But next up we have a Babylon package. This is one of two, I believe. I think I have two Babylon orders. So this is the one that's just from Babylon, not from the Babylon Born and Raised collaboration. Once again, this kind of has like a band tee vibe. It says Babylon right here in this like metal font, and then on the back it says Babylon. It has this like flaming skull with a little rose. Oh, it's not even fire. I mean, there's fire back there, but it's a hand holding a skull. I was kind of confused because I was trying to figure out like how this rose was just floating here. If there's no jaw, 'cause it's not like in his mouth, but it's in his mouth, but he doesn't have half his mouth. I don't know. Either way, super dope graphic. I had to pick this up from Babylon. Babylon is also a skate brand based out of LA, so if you have not checked them out, change your life. This is from Born and Raised, and I'm kind of wondering if this is the Babylon collab. Oh no, this is super sick. Okay, so I may have shown this off already, but this was just so dope. I got this, I believe I got the basketball shorts and the button-up. I already have one of these button-ups and I already opened it, but I needed a second one. This right here is so freaking beautiful. Size medium. I love this tee. I forgot that I had two of them. As you can see, you have the Lamb of God graphic going all the way around this piece. It's just a nice little button up and one that's a little bit more my style. My boy Sanjeev has me trying to like experiment with my style a little bit more and get into button ups, and that button up fits my style with the things that I would wear. I still have like 3 more packages, and I'm kind of wondering where the other Babylon package was. What's this? Oh, this is a Unif tee. For those of you guys that do not know Unif, Unif is definitely one of my favorite brands. I love a lot of stuff they do. I wish a lot of stuff they did was more like centered around men, but their brand is mostly centered around women. Females, if you wear Unif, you are automatically a sex icon. Anyways, this is just a kind of a nice little mustard tee. It's ribbed going all the way down. It says Bliss right there, all embroidered. Definitely a nicer t-shirt. I believe I got this on sale. It has kind of a boxy fit. It's definitely going to fit a little bit wide, but I really, really like this look, and I like this color. I've been liking a lot of these earthy tones lately, kind of like vintage earthy tones. Okay, so next up we have a piece from Raised by Champions. And that's kind of gas. He put a little sticky note. It says, "Wear the fuck out of this piece." But anyways, I do fuck with Raised by Champions a lot. I've talked about them before, and I just think that their stuff is super sick. The majority of the stuff they do is all sewn in. This front graphic is actually like printed on, but then they have this piece like sewn in over the print, and then they have this sewn in on the hood. Like overall, they just kill it in my opinion. And I'm not 1000% sure, but I think a lot of stuff he does is he uses blanks and then he like actually customizes it himself, which takes a long time if that's the case. If he doesn't get all these manufactured, then it's gonna take a long ass time to do what he does. But it kind of gives this like sick ass DIY vibe. But yeah, I'm super gassed on this piece. I'm excited to see what he does more in the future. I love a lot of his stuff, especially the stuff that references kind of like Seattle grunge. I still wish I would have pulled the trigger on a couple of the older pieces that he did when he first started releasing, or when I first started hearing about his brand. However, I was a broke boy, so I was unable to afford it, but definitely check out Raised by Champions. Now, last but not least, we are going to show off some pieces from 10 Deep. Now, 10 Deep is a brand that I have liked for quite some time. I copped 2 pairs of trousers from them, and I must say, these trousers fit amazing. You might be asking yourself, Jacob, how do you know if you don't ever open the packages? Once again, this was a package that I just had to open because I was super curious how these would fit. A lot of the older 10 Deep pants that I've gotten like back in the day, I'm talking like 10 years ago, were really baggy, so I was really curious to see how these fit, but honestly they fit amazing. They fit really straight leg. They fit perfect. Like, I could not have asked for a better fit, and it's kind of surprising that for like $100 they fit that good. Honestly, like, they killed it with the pants. Especially these ones. I love these pants. I'm really excited to try to incorporate these into some of my other styles because, as you guys know, I've just been trying to switch it up a little bit lately. In fact, I've also been buying a lot of designer that I kind of want to include in this because a lot of the designer stuff I've been buying is a little bit more low-key, a little less hyped. But if you guys would like to see that, then of course make sure you smash that like like button down below, and I will gladly do like a more low-key designer brand unboxing. Now, as I said earlier in the video, there will be links to all the Essence sales that I like down in the description below. There will also be a link to Privy. Make sure you check that out and use discount code 20BACK to get 20% off anything from their website. I will also be styling some of these pieces on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me on that. My Instagram is @thestarlife, TheStarrlife. That'll be somewhere on the screen and in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it from the top and bottom of my heart. Now I have a mess to clean up, so peace the fuck out.